So hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the episode of the Fight or Die podcast. Got a few things to talk about today. I kind of ran this morning, didn't eat something bad. Had a little bit of stomach ache, so stayed home and rest. But I want to talk about the DILLASHAW fight with Corey Sandhagen. That was a very close fight. DILLASHAW did an amazing job. By alpha male, by Sacramento, I think TJ a lot of times. Very aggressive, very strong. Before he was covered EPO, way back in the day. I thought he was gonna win, but Corey Sandhagen. I picked Corey Sandhagen to win because it was so impressive. I saw him fight Free Yeager at the beach. With that flying knee, I thought with that long range, he had a very good Muay Thai punch kick. I thought possibly, he out strike DILLASHAW on the feet. I thought DILLASHAW would give Corey Sandhagen problems on the floor, which he did. It took Corey down, gonna pound him and all that stuff. But on the feet, I also thought DILLASHAW dominated the feet as well as it seems. In the fight, I thought DILLASHAW took rounds 1, 3, 4, and 5. And of course, Sandhagen took round number 2. This is what I gave him. I felt like throughout the fight, the round, to just get the pace going, got more punches off, more kicks, landed more punches. And second, of course, I forgot how he stumbled him, but I think he got a flying knee or cracked teeth or something. I started stumbling and almost finished him, but TJ has very experienced, keep composure, and he was able to weather the storm and came back in about 3, 4, and 5, and he got the win. And then now he's, I think he's the number one contender. He's gonna fight I'm Sterling. So I'm Sterling's gonna fight Peter Yan. The winner, I think TJ should fight the winner of Peter Yan. I'm Sterling. So I think we all can agree that he should beat I'm Sterling. I'm Sterling was Peter Yan was the winner the first time, and I'm Sterling just kind of took the knee for that one. He did the win. So now Peter Yan versus DILLASHAW. That's a really good fight. I can't wait for that fight to happen. So that's been rough. I would say if DILLASHAW had 2 down, the fight's over, but it seems like Peter Yan had very good in defense. So we'll see what happens. It's very exciting. And Delahoya is saying after he beats Vitor Belfort, after the way he beats Vitor Belfort, he wants to continue to fight at the high level boxing matches. And he's saying he wants to fight Canelo Alvarez after Vitor Belfort. Freaking Delahoya is crazy, man. He's smoking too much cocaine, or smoking crack, cocaine, or whatever. Yeah, I don't know, Joey. I don't know how you do this stuff. Can you smoke crack or can you smoke cocaine? I don't know. I'm not sure. I want to see it from the movie. Right? I've never seen it physically. I don't practice that stuff. Right? So, I was talking about boxing coaches, my boxing coach and my boxing friends about this, and people that are boxers. Ask him who's gonna win in this fight with Delahoya and Vitor Belfort. Of course, all the boxers say Delahoya is gonna beat him easily. It's not even close. This time event doesn't matter. Delahoya has so much experience. He's like 500 fight, 1,000, whatever it is, a living champion. 5-time welterweight world champion. He's about nothing, which is true. But when he fought in the UFC, it was the highest level of mixed martial arts. He had very good hands. you know about the Vitor Blitz. Although I don't think the Vitor Blitz is good for boxing. I don't think he knew that well. But whatever. He's very athletic, he's very fast, and he's very snappy. I think he's about to win. I hope he wins. I really do. I think Vitor Belfort is in shape right now. Tier or not, I think Vitor Belfort is in better shape than Delahoya. Maybe boxing wise, still, even though that Vitor Belfort not as decorated in boxing as Delahoya, not even close, right? And freaking Delahoya god level, he was god level boxing, but now Delahoya hasn't boxed since 2008. So ever since 2008, Delahoya has been promoting global promotions. Doing cocaine, doing drugs, having fun, having a good time, being lazy, being fat. Meanwhile, Vitor Belfort, since 2008, since he found UFC, he's never stopped. He's on track, he's been training the whole time. So from my experience, even if you spot a guy that's extremely decorated in boxing, but they haven't trained in a while, even if they haven't trained like a couple years or a year, Delahoya hasn't trained since 2008. That's I don't know, a very long time. Right, so you go get a guy, an athlete, a super athlete like Vitor Belfort, former UFC champion, dude. It's gonna be hard. I talked to my boxing coaches who's gonna win. Oh man, Delahoya easily. I've been seeing him working the bags, on YouTube and in the mitts. Oh, that ain't nothing, man. Anybody can get in the mitts, but he hasn't fought, and he only barely started sparring again. Vitor Belfort has been sparring. He hasn't missed a beat. He's in shape. Even if, technically he's not as sound as Delahoya, basic fundamentals and conditioning. I think conditioning is the key in this fight. If Vitor Belfort, keep his head movement is key, or keep his hands up, or and just keep the pace on him. I think Delahoya gonna get gassed out, tired, and Vitor Belfort get the win. That's what I want. That's what I hope. But who knows? Hey, Mr. George, just give me a second, right? So I'm really hoping that Vitor Belfort gets the win. I really don't think that Delahoya, is gonna be able to beat, or I hope he'll be able to beat Vitor Belfort. But if he does, he really no way, no how should be trying to fight freaking Canelo Alvarez. Right? That's just a bad idea. Canelo Alvarez at the moment is freaking on top of his game. He's beating everybody. He's beating the highest level of boxing. So there's no way, Delahoya is gonna be even touch Canelo Alvarez. Now, although I think Delahoya's prime, and when Canelo first started, I think that Delahoya, can beat Canelo Alvarez. But maybe peak for peak, I think Canelo is the better fighter. But man, Delahoya went in his prime, and I love that guy. That guy was amazing. Now he's a big time drug. I'm not much of a fan of him anymore. Lost a lot of respect for him. Makes me sad. As a kid in the 90s, I really liked Delahoya, the Golden Boy. A funny thing, actor Edward Norton. Edward Norton, he's the guy in the Fight Club. Edward Norton just got his battle under Jean-Jacques Machado. So that's very impressive. So Jean-Jacques Machado, he's a massive Eddie Bravo, Felicia O. Jean-Jacques Machado is a all-world champion. IBJJF world champion. So that's a big deal. So for celebrity, to get a black belt under Sean Machado. And he had to earn it. You know? So now, speaking of celebrity-wise, you know, I think the most legit celebrity for jiu-jitsu is what's the guy from Boondock Saints, Sean Patrick Flannery. That guy, I know that guy for a long time, you know, and when I was told that they have from Boondock Saints was a jiu-jitsu black belt, he has a belt from the legendary Jason Gracie. You know, he's like the main training partner for like Quan Gracie. I guess him and Quan grew up together and they trained together a lot. You know, the main training partners. And like, dude, so that guy, he is the man. I've heard a story. He's one of the teachers at Jason Gracie's school. And he teaches there a lot, or he's one of the main guys there. And he's dope, man. So like, I don't want to say who exactly, but same thing. We think of actors, you don't think of them as like guys that actually fight or guys that actually train a lot. A lot of times, actors, you know, they get their belts handed to them, you know, because they're famous, and you know, you give them belts to make the school look better, you know, bring in more customers and stuff like that. But Sean Patrick Flannery, that guy is legit. I think he was a tournament. He won like world championships at like the blue belt and purple level. He won Pan. He is dope. And I've heard stories of like guys like I don't know, some 10 Planet guys came in, like hit some Gracie's, and kind of like not challenge him, but kind of call him out a little bit. And like, so I know the guy, but I don't want to say who his name is, but. Dude, I heard that Sean Patrick Flannery messed him up. So don't mess with Sean Patrick Flannery. That guy's dope, man. So like, look, in my humble opinion, you know, one time about celebrity-wise, like Joe Rogan is 80 black belt. Joe Rogan is good, right? He's alright. He's pretty good. I mean, he beat me in jiu-jitsu match. You know, I'll mess that guy up. But celebrity versus celebrity, like. Joe Rogan versus Sean Patrick Flannery, dude. I'm telling you guys, Sean Patrick Flannery would mess Eddie Bravo up. Who messed Joe Rogan up? Right? So like, Eddie Bravo is dope. He's good. Abu Dhabi, he didn't win Abu Dhabi, but he competed in Abu Dhabi. But he's known for tapping out Holy Gracie, which is a big deal. Holy Gracie is a multiple-time world champion. Multiple time Abu Dhabi champion. So tapping out, you know, Holy Gracie is a big deal. But Sean Patrick Flannery he's a great black belt. I think, and Joe Rogan, he's older, and he's a jiu-jitsu black belt as well. But you know, he's on TRT. He's big buff, but technique-wise, I don't think he trains as much as he likes to train jiu-jitsu, and he knows his stuff. But you put Sean Patrick Flannery versus Joe Rogan, I'm telling you guys, I think Sean Patrick Flannery is smaller than Joe Rogan, but even then, I guarantee Sean Patrick Flannery would mess Joe Rogan up. Okay, but even though Sean Patrick is a lot thinner, Joe Rogan is a lot thicker and stronger, and it's on the juice, but dude, man, if it was a story that I hear true about Sean Patrick Flannery, dude, it's gonna be a quick night, you know? Yeah, that's my humble opinion. Another thing that came up recently that kind of made me sad was there's some letters about Bruce Lee, him and his wife, Linda Lee, his wife or whatever. Yeah, Linda Lee. I think his daughter Shannon Lee. I think that's correct. Linda Lee and Bruce Lee. I guess Bruce Lee, there's some letters for him to another actor named Bob Barker, I think. They're saying that throughout Bruce's career, he was really into drugs. Like, I'm not talking marijuana. I mean, he liked marijuana too, but I guess they're talking about hardcore drugs like cocaine and acid and stuff like that. So like, it's really surprising. So I guess there was an auction. They found some letters with from Bruce to Bob Barker, Bob Baker. and just requesting drugs, you know, and like, wow, it's crazy. I mean, I guess in the letter, you know, sometimes for like Morse code, not Morse code, like a code word, you would say, like in the letter, it would say, oh, give me some more of that holy stuff, and the holy stuff would be code word for like more marijuana, you know. So like, yeah, that, and of course other stuff, you know. So even like when he would leave, you know, America to Hong Kong, like more movies, I guess Bob Baker would be the, he sent letters to Bob Baker. So the letters, though, I guess before cell phones in the 70s. But I guess from what I'm told, from what I understand, that in the 70s, as drugs, like today we consider hardcore drugs, but in the 70s, drugs at the time is not as looked down upon as it is now. I guess people back then were not that educated on drugs. It's just something is recreational. Well, I guess it's still recreational. You know, it's the same drugs, but I think most people consider recreational and like no big deal. But and now today, we really look down. Or I do at least. Like hardcore drugs, like cocaine. I guess back then it's like, hey, get some cocaine and go to the bar or something, right? It's not that big of a deal. But when Bruce Lee would go to Hong Kong to make movies, you know, he would send letters to Bob Baker. Bob Baker would like, I guess, somehow send the drugs to him, and in case, I guess, if ever got caught, this is bad. So this is what I don't like. And I guess it's true, as in the letter. If they ever got caught with the drugs, they would blame it on the butler Wulan. Dude, that is messed up. And the butler is just a guy from like Hong Kong, just who wants to move to America, trying to get a job, and I don't know where he goes to jail for like something he didn't do. That would suck, man. But thankfully that didn't happen because Bruce Lee never got caught for drugs. And, you know, so Mulan didn't go to jail for drugs. So, awesome. So no one got in trouble, you know. And, yeah. I guess towards the end of Bruce's career, Linda Lee, Bruce's wife, would have to write the prescription, the letters for Bruce Lee, because they're saying that towards the end of his career, Bruce Lee's handwriting was, I don't know, it's illegible. The people weren't able to read it. I guess too much drugs would do that to you. I guess I have no issue with drugs, guys. Believe it or not, I don't even smoke marijuana. You know, if you like that stuff, that's on you. But I'm not about that stuff. I don't like smoking marijuana. I don't smoke at all. I don't smoke cigarettes. I've never been with like narcotics. Guys, I don't drink alcohol. All right, so whatever. So there we go. So I don't know what the side effects of these drugs are. So I guess how much cocaine you have to do to where you can't even write anymore. So I'm guessing that's a lot, you know. Man. So I guess I also like do a lot of cocaine. Get skinny and like I mean I'm not sure how much cocaine he had on his physique, because I thought Bruce Lee was so ripped, so cut, and my dream, wow, one day I want to be ripped and shredded like Bruce Lee. He's so awesome. But now I'm trying to think, like, you know, is that physique due to some cocaine, some drugs, you know, from not eating and like you know, working out, and just cocaine all day, you know. So I mean I don't know how that works, you know, like I guess you stay up when you're on cocaine, or you don't. I guess I'm not sure, but yeah. So like I guess through the end of the career for Bruce Lee was before he died, you know, he took his drugs. I guess he got very paranoid. And he had to carry around a gun with him. And it had a belt buckle with a knife on it. At this time towards the end of his career, after the Dragon, Fist of Fury, whatever, Bruce Lee worldwide was extremely famous. He couldn't even walk to the store anymore. He getting mugged. So he had to walk around with a gun. He had a belt buckle and a knife on him, just in case he got mugged. I don't know, mug gets sworn by getting people. He's just like shooting fans, that's really crazy. Yeah. I guess these days it's good to be a little known, but I wouldn't want to be like a superstar celebrity like Bruce Lee was, or some people now, that's crazy. Well, man, Bruce Lee says, for me guys, Bruce Lee has, always is, inspiration to me as a little kid. I want to be like Bruce Lee. I thought he was inspirational to me. As a kid growing up in America, we didn't have. Now it's more now. But we didn't have that many role models, that inspire us to do stuff. And for me, I always love martial arts, and we Asian Americans didn't have a lot of role model. And Bruce Lee, for me, as a kid growing up in the '80s, was my role model. I wanted to be Bruce Lee. I want to be strong. I want to be fast. I want to be a hero in my story. Bruce Lee. Then for me later it was Jackie Chan, Jet Li. Those guys were my heroes. But each one has their flaws. But none of them, I guess, is a druggie, hardcore druggie like Bruce Lee. Man. Makes me kind of depressed to learn this, But man, I'm thankful that he was inspiration to me, Without him, I probably never got into martial arts, So, man, that sucks, man. I wish that. Did he have to find this? Did he have to get these letters and ruin his legacy? He didn't have to do that. Couldn't they have a private auction? I didn't want to know that. For me, not looked down upon, but I really don't. Yeah, I don't encourage people to do drugs ever. I personally don't do drugs. Narcotics or recreational drugs. That's not me. To have someone like a hero of mine, a big type of mom for me, to find out that he was using drugs, as a hardcore drugs. He had money to probably bought a lot more. And they were saying when he first got here, only just a little bit, and then the addiction just kept rolling his body more and more. At first, once a week, and then twice a week. And then it got to a point where he was writing letters to Bob Barker every day. It's just, so you buy it, get this cocaine out of his goddamn mind. And his wife orders some more because he is just too high off his brains to write his own prescription or write his own request. Dang. So you guys think that is that why Bruce is so real, because of the drugs? So yeah, let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Also, if you guys are in the Los Angeles area, I guess the Delahoya vs Vitor Belfort fight will be in Los Angeles at the Stadium Center on September 11th, 2021. So, man, I don't know about going to that, but I'd like to go to that, depending on how much tickets are. It should be fun. I really hope that Vitor Belfort can knock Delahoya's block off. That'd be great. Also speaking of Vitor Belfort and Delahoya, Yeah, Logan Paul. Logan Paul? No. Jake Paul. No. Logan Paul versus Anderson Silva is coming. I'm sorry. Logan Paul versus Anderson Silva is coming. Jake Paul is fighting Tyron Woodley. So Logan Paul versus Anderson Silva is coming up, and it's crazy for me because the betting odds came out, and they have Anderson Silva, Fear the Spider, one of the greatest of all time in mixed martial arts. Multiple time UFC champion, beat this guy, beat that guy, beat this guy. We beat Vitor Belfort, knocked out Vitor Belfort, knocked out this guy, not that guy. He's the man. He's one of my favorite fighters of all time. He is the underdog versus Logan Paul. Logan Paul, he's not even a freaking fighter. How the heck is the underdog like he's one of the greatest? And then freaking, this is after, Anderson Silva just beat Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., who is a freaking world champion, who's a former world champion, and Anderson Silva is still coming in as an underdog against Logan Paul. Freaking, I don't understand the betting odds, man. This is crazy. Like, you people watching at home, are you guys freaking stupid? You understand that Anderson is a man. You're not 40 years old. He's gonna mess you up. I'm telling you guys, like, I know that Logan Paul, the Paul brother, trained with Ryan Garcia. Man, Ryan Garcia's dope, man, but I don't know. I don't think Ryan Garcia at this time, right now, I'm not even sure he can beat Anderson Spider. You know, like, dude, Anderson is dope, man. He's got moves. Like, and like for a 40-plus-year-old man, he has good conditioning. You know, like there's a part I saw one of the fights. Yeah, it's those fights. I don't remember which fight. You know, you see him the Matrix. You know, he does this, does that. Like, he has a 10-hit combo. Bah, and Anderson does the Matrix. Bah, ha, ha. He can't even hit him. These are pro fighters. They're throwing super fast, so hard. Iron punch at Anderson Silva. You can't hit him. How the heck is Logan Paul gonna hit Anderson Silva? Dude, he's not. Anderson Silva's gonna freaking break his freaking neck. Are you crazy? How is Anderson Silva the underdog against freaking Logan Paul? This is crazy to me. I don't understand this. You know, like, Logan Paul is smashed. You know what? I don't care if Anderson Silva is 40-plus years old. You know, dude, he's still the man. He's a spider, man. He's gonna kill you. Right? This is nuts to me. Like, I think Logan Paul, he hasn't even won a fight yet, right? Like, is he 0-2 or something like that? I think he gets like a YouTuber and like a Bible player, something like that. Like, am I correct or something like that? Or is that Jake Paul? Yeah, man, both suck. Like, if I had an opportunity, I'd fight those guys, man. Like, and I'm small. I'm way smaller than them. I know they're really big, they're really buff, you know. But boxing wise, I don't think the boxing is that good. I think Alvin's horrible. If I were to fight those guys, I think they would have a better chance at MMA, man. They're bigger than me. They have really good wrestling. I hate for what I'm told. They're very good high-level wrestlers, and they can probably take me down, use a weight on me, ground pound me. If I'm not able to submit them and sweep, get on top, I'm gonna have a hard time. If I sweep, get on top, get a leg lock, or get on top, ground pound, break the nose, or arm lock them, they're done. No big deal. But yeah, but wrestling, it's a good tool. Yeah, maybe I think Logan Paul have a better chance against Anderson Silva in an MMA match. You know, at least then he can double leg him and take him down. You know, but boxing wise, I think Logan Paul has no chance. I think Anderson Silva is too fast. You know, like striker wise, too fast, too slick. And even before mixed martial arts, Anderson Silva was like a Muay Thai Brazilian champion, so he has striking experience. He didn't have boxing experience, you know, per se, but, you know, striking wise, you know, he's thrown hands, he's been in battle, you know, in MMA, he's fought. He's not, I guarantee you, Anderson's not even scared, to go. He's not even worried. He's probably not even gonna warm up in this fight against Logan Paul. Yeah. Also, the fight with Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley is building up. It's coming up. I'm excited for that. And last thing, guys. One of my judo buddies back in the day, I called them. I saw on his Facebook. I saw he had a brown belt. I think he was sitting as me in judo. He's like a brown belt, first degree in judo. So am I. So the next belt after the first degree is black belt. So like brown. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how far along brown belt he is, but he's brown belt something, and I'm brown belt first degree. Next one after brown belt first degree is black belt. So I've never trained with him judo. I never did just only throws with him before, but brown belt. So if you're brown belt, you gotta be pretty decent. So I saw him on Facebook. I saw he's a jiu-jitsu in jiu-jitsu. So if you're a brown belt in jiu-jitsu, that means you're pretty good, So I saw him on Facebook. Facebook, Instagram. So one of those are platforms I use. Those are for social media that I use. I don't use anything else. So I saw brown belt. Like, oh, dope, dude, you're brown belt. Congrats. Hey, let's roll this train. And he was saying he's always busy. He can't do this, he can't do that. He weren't, blah blah. And I'm like, all right, whatever. He was just saying last time he came to train with me, he paid a dropping fee. Well, at the time when he came, he was a brown belt. He's like a blue belt or something like that. And then he said like, we need to roll. And I was thinking to myself, I always roll. If I didn't roll, it was probably because maybe I was too tired for some reason, or I was hurt. But if I'm not hurt, or I'm not too tired, I'm gonna roll. And I told him that. I think that for some reason I thought I remember correctly. That I remember that he didn't want to roll with me, and he told me it was no. I always want to roll. Okay, let's roll. Let's trade. And he's giving him excuses. He's a big dude. He's like 5'9", 5'10", 190. He's a big dude, So, but I don't care. It's just jiu-jitsu. There's no punches. I just want to train. I just want to roll. So I said, hey, let's. What days are you free? And I said, let's train this day, train that day. No, I'm busy at work. There's that. I train at night. Okay, I can't train at night. I teach at the academy. So like, he said he's free on Sundays. He's free on Sundays. I'm already come over to my spot. We'll train. Let's roll. No, come over to his spot. Oh, okay, all right, sure, whatever. What time? Come on, this time. And I'm like, I keep like egging him on to train. He kept making excuses. I understand that. Just saying like, oh yeah, he works this day, works that day. Sometimes he comes in, sometimes he don't. And then then I said, okay, you know what? I'm gonna call your instructor. I know his instructor. I said, okay, I'll call your instructor to see when you're there. So that way I'll call him and let me know if you're there, and then I'll come by and train with you. And then once I said that, he freaks out. He said, what the heck now? You're a bully. You're not a nice guy. All you do is bully people. And I'm like, dude, what the heck? And so, dude, I don't want to train with you. I'll never train with you. I'll never roll with you. You're a bully. I'm like, dude, you just said you always want to roll. Let's roll. I don't want to train. It's just jiu-jitsu. No one's gonna get hurt. It's just, there's no punches. It's not MMA. I'm like, dude, what the heck? You said you always want to roll. Let's roll. And like, this guy's bigger than me too. This guy's 5'9". He got like 30 pounds. 30, 40 pounds on me, you know. Yeah, so man, so I just thought it was so funny, and it's kind of hilarious. It's crazy, you know. Like, I mean, you're brown belt now. You're brown belt, which means you're pretty high level. You're pretty good, and like, and so it's just grappling. There's no punching. It's not painful. Although, when you roll with me, you're gonna be in a lot of pain. Yeah. So I just thought that was very funny. And I couldn't believe my ears. Like, all I want to do is I want to get more training in, guys. You know, I always want to train. I want to get better. You know, yeah, my old age. You know, I'm trying to stay young, clean, stay healthy, stay active. You know, don't slow down. Like Bruce Lee. You know, speaking of Bruce Lee. Speaking of Bruce Lee, you know, even though Bruce Lee is now a known drug abuser. You know, he had a very good philosophy. You know, he was a philosophy major in college. He said, you know, the famous line, be like water. Because running water never goes stale. That's true, man. Like, don't stay still. Don't stop moving. Like, just continue to do your thing. Like, even in life, man, just don't stop. I mean, you stop, you don't work, you don't do anything, you don't eat, you die. Like, you gotta keep doing your best every day. Like, do your best. You know, I'm 38 years old, almost 40. You know, just do your best, stay active. You know, stay on the ball, man. Like, you know, keep running water. Just keep it going. Don't stop. Running water. Never go stale. Don't stop the momentum, man. Keep going. You know, so that's it, man. Like, you know, do the best to stay young. You know, and try to always challenge yourself. You know, to do better. You know, that's it. That's it for me, guys. That's all I have for today's Fire Die podcast. Until next, I'm gonna fire die. Hey.